Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the camera on the Vibe X3. So the Vibe X3 is the latest flagship from Lenovo, and we have already done the gaming experience and it was really good. And so this device is really flagship for Lenovo and comes with really great specs, and it is just priced 19,999. So before we go into the camera review, let's have a quick look at the camera. So this is a 21 megapixel rear camera with f2.0, and it has a 6 lens layout along with the Sony sensor IMX230, and this also has face detection autofocus along with dual tone LED flash. And the front facing camera is an 8 megapixel shooter, that's for the selfies. So now that's the camera specifications. So now let's go into the camera interface and see how the interface is. So this is the interface. So if you have been using the Lenovo's Vibe Shot, you might be familiar with this interface. This is the Snap It interface from Lenovo, and it has quite a lot of features and functions. So on the top we have this ability to switch to front facing camera. We have the ability to enable or disable flash. Then this is smart mode. We'll talk about the smart mode later. Then at the bottom we have different options. So you have the pro mode. If you select the pro mode, we have so this is the manual mode. So we can control the white balance, ISO, autofocus, and also the exposure and the shutter speed. So that option is available. So this is available in most of the cameras in the flagship category, and Lenovo also includes this in the Snap It interface. Now if we go to the other options, we have the panorama, so that's self-explanatory. Then we have the night landscape. If you choose this night landscape, we have a city nightscape, moving people, stage, and indoor backlight, indoor low light. So these are the options available. So based on the shot, you can choose between these. Some of these images doesn't really work very well because some of them did have some noise levels. Now other than that, you also have the artistic HDR. So artistic HDR is a stepped up the variant of the normal HDR. So you get additional effects here. So there are automobile, portrait, still life, and city. So these are some of the options available. Then if you go here, then you have the blur background option. So the blur background is self-explanatory. That means if you're taking a close-up shot, what it does is it will focus the object and blur the background. So that means if you select this, you can see here it's 50 centimeter distance to be made available between the camera and the object we are shooting, and there should be a 2 meter difference between the object and the background. So that's when the blur background really works out. And you can also increase the blur effect of the photo after you're taken it. So that's the blur background option. Then apart from that, you also have a panorama selfie. That's for the front facing camera. We can take wide angle selfie using the panorama selfie option. Then we have the default fast motion and slow motion. So you can record videos in slow motion as well as fast motion. Then if you go to the settings, you have this smart composition. So smart composition will help you take better photos. It will guide you to take the best photos. You can turn it on. Then we have the aspect ratio, photo resolution, and the default set of options. And if you go to the video mode, we have the Ultra HD 4K video resolution. There is Full HD standard and also HD resolution. Then we have these options to capture photos using the volume button, and other options like location and storage options. So these are the options. Now let's go to the main interface. So we have the option to view the photos, take pictures, and take videos. Then on the top you have the smart mode. So what this smart mode does is it reads the available light for photos, and then it changes to the modes based on the available light. So if you're shooting in outdoor, it will be landscape mode. If you're in low light, it will automatically switch to low light mode. So those options are available in the smart mode, and this is automatically selected. So this is really useful. So if you don't want the smart mode, you can always just hit this and this will be turned off. But we always suggest you to use the smart mode because it does give additional options when shooting. So those are the modes available in the Lenovo Vibe X3 camera. All in all, we would say this is a really feature rich camera. But one thing disappointing is that there is no manual mode for video recording. So in video recording, you have to go with the auto mode alone. So there is no manual mode available. So the pro mode is limited to just photos alone. So that's the camera interface of the Vibe X3. So all in all, it's a really feature rich interface. interface and does offer a lot of additional features and tools to get the better photos. Now let's go into the camera samples. So here are the samples taken with this device, and you can see the daylight photos have great detailing, tons of detailing available. The colors look pretty good, and overall the sharpness levels are also really good. This is one really great camera which we have tested from Lenovo, and the previous one which we tested, this Vibe Shot, had a 16 megapixel shooter, and we would say that the 21 megapixel camera on the Vibe X3 is really good, and we would say this is one step ahead of the Vibe Shot which we reviewed last year. So overall great detailing in the photos, looks really good. The colors have come pretty natural, and they are really vibrant, and sharpness levels are also really good. We never felt that there is noise in these photos, and overall clarity, even if you zoom in, looks really good. So that's the daylight shot. So now talking about the close-up shots, again this phone has this blur background mode, and with that you can get really great photos with the background defocused, and this effect generally applies to DSLR cameras, and that you may not get really that effect, but still the blur background effect really takes great photos with the background blurred. So overall we would say even the close-up shots have come really good. Now talking about the low light abilities, this camera is a decent performer in the low light as well. You may not really get the quality which we get on LG G4 or a Samsung Galaxy Note 5. It may not be in that category, but definitely one great camera in this price point. Pricing of around 20k, we don't really have some great cameras in this price point, and you can see some of the low light shots, they have come really good, and the noise levels are kept to minimal, and even in extreme low light the noise levels aren't really high. It's kept minimal with software processing, and with adequate lighting the camera is able to capture really good images. So that was the camera aspect. So all in all, we were really impressed with the camera offered on the Vibe X3. It's one really great camera. Now talking about the video recording. So this camera supports 4K resolution as well as 1080p, and this is one area we weren't really impressed. While the quality of the camera sample taken was pretty decent with a great detailing and colors, the main issue was the focusing. So with continuous autofocus, the camera sample was not that great. Those disturbances in the video sample, and it was kind of annoying at times with the autofocus thing. So, but that can be definitely fixed via software upgrades, and we are expecting Lenovo to work on that. So the video recording wasn't really the strength of this camera, but definitely photos have come really good. Now talking about the front-facing camera, that's an 8 megapixel shooter, and if you turn on the front-facing shooter, you can see there is a beautify mode, and you can enable or disable the beautify mode, and in the settings we have the photo mirror, snap mode, photo quality, and fill light. So these options are available in almost all Lenovo cameras, and you can increase the beautify mode from here. You can increase or decrease the beautify mode. So overall you can, if you see the front facing camera samples, they are come pretty good, and it's a decent camera for selfies, and it definitely has some great quality along with the colors which look pretty good overall. So all in all, we would say the Vibe X3 with 21 megapixel rear camera, dual tone LED flash, and 8 megapixel front facing camera really works well. It is one really good camera in this price point. Below 20k, we would say definitely say it's one of the best cameras available. And if your need is more on the photographic side, then we would definitely suggest you to pick this Vibe X3, which is priced 19,999, and you don't have too many phones in this price point with such a great camera. So that was the camera review of the Vibe X3. So all in all, we are pretty impressed with this camera, and definitely a suggested camera in this price point. So that's all guys. So hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.